What's going on, everyone? Jerry here from the Quartering, and I'm not sure what makes people think, talk, or act like this. We have a common terminology for this, and that is TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. Now, there are millions of Americans that don't care for the president, but are also not insane. For whatever reason, it seems like people in Hollywood or in the entertainment industry are not only insane, but they are actively trying to alienate their fandoms, to actively try to divide their earning potential. And is it any wonder why certain industries are failing? And this particular DC employee and Batman artist, Adam Neal, tells white people, try to not be white in your heads. Smash like to save my sanity. Leave a comment to save your sanity. Please. And join my Discord server. Pinned comment. DC Comics and Batman artist Neal Adams, famous for iconic designs of Batman and Green Arrow, and currently penning Batman vs. Ra's al Ghul, recently told white people to not try to be white in your heads. Adams took to Twitter to write and wrote, "White brothers and sisters. First of all, I want to be that guy, but I'm not your brother, and I'm not your sister either. You sound insane when you address people in that manner. White brothers and sisters, try to not be white in your heads. Please, you must be smarter than that." So white people dumb? I don't understand what he meant by that. It's unclear what the comment actually means, as Adams didn't elaborate or explain. The comments are the latest in what appears to be a growing pattern for Adams. Back in March 2019, Adams wrote, "Donald Trump has made me ashamed to be white and has made me to prefer to identify with whatever amount of me is otherwise." He added, "One day I hope to be less ashamed, not now." Oh my God, these people are stupid. These people are stupid. All right. First of all, I don't identify with what somebody says based on the color of their skin. I know that's crazy in 2020. But apparently DC comic pros and Batman artist Neal Adams does. More recently, Adams has been targeting the New York Times, the Washington Post, and MSNBC, as well as President Trump. On July 20th, he wrote, "The New York Times, you know in your heart that Donald Trump is stupid. But he's stupid like a junkyard dog." Adams added, "He's practicing sending stormtroopers into various cities." Yeah. Who wants law and order? Imagine being a normal citizen in Portland right now, or a normal citizen in Seattle, or a business owner in one of these cities where, this is probably a crazy concept for a lot of people, but people who pay taxes and would like, their police to defend them. Anyway, in a subsequent tweet, he would add, "You stupid monkeys. Look at the courts. Look at the Justice Department. Trump is chewing his leg off every possible trap you have for him, and we're all too stupid to know. Don't answer your door at night." Why? I do. I don't even lock it. You want to come in my house uninvited? Well, I don't recommend it. On July 15th, he would send a tweet to both the New York Times and the Washington Post. He wrote, "The New York Times and the Washington Post this last weekend, Donald Trump said, when questioned about Fauci made many mistakes along the way, I leapt from my chair and cried out, 'How dare you!' He never made any mistakes. He gave us signs." Oh no, he absolutely did make mistakes. He continued, "You took the science and twisted it and made mistake after mistake. Fauci never made one, except to support your sorry butt and your insane ramblings. He then added, now Navarro spoke in the same word you spoke. Look, again, I will tell you, all right? You don't like the president? That's like as American as apple pie, all right? But acting like this, one, is insane. Two, if you are a hot dog salesman, which Neil Adams is, hot dogs being like literally any consumable good, if you are a hot dog salesman, this is very bad for business. And then 3 years from now, Neil Adams is going to say, Drumpf ruined the comic book industry. Before Drumpf and his economy, I used to sell lots of books. But now, because Drumpf, nobody wants to buy books from me, even though he called white people stupid. He continued, how would you idiots feel if you caught it and they told you you had to wait for antibodies, but that means you could die? Yes, 0.003% of people would have that concern, or 0.03% of people would be that concerned. Now, I'm not saying that it's not real and that it's not something to be respected, but let's be honest here. Adams continued his threat. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You wouldn't be smiling, then would you? You'd want them to hand deliver the latest experimental drugs to you. Today, the country's in chaos and the doctors are no help. Citizens, not officials, would fix it in a day. Well, I hate to tell you this, but the recovery rate is effectively 100%. It's like 99.9 something, right? I'm pretty sure doctors are doing something. Pretty sure doctors are helping. In January, Adams wrote, Donald, you saved Woolman Memorial Ice Skating Rink, where I met my first wife, Corey. For that, I love you and believed you were good. He then added, you have driven that out of me with a sledgehammer of inhumanity. You are not an American. What is this guy going to do around election time? I mean, it's a DC. I mean, if I'm DC, this guy's fired. You're welcome to say what you want, but I'm not really going to try to insult 70% of my customer base, 80% of my customer base. It's just, it's not good business. But then you have Gail Simone. I mean, the industry is full of idiots like this. Gail Simone announces she's no longer working with Dynamite Comics. Former Red Sonja writer Gail Simone announced that she will no longer work with Dynamite Comics. She had been previously publicly pressured to make a statement by black writer Kwanzaa Osayefo, I guess, earlier in July after Dynamite Comics promoted an Indiegogo campaign for a variant cover of Vengeance for Vampirilla titled Cecil's Big Cover. And as you can see, it's shocking. I'm sure you're shocked to your core. Gail Simone, here's the thing. I'm not being silent for career reasons. I'm not being silent at all. I'm taking a minute to process something very disappointing and sad. If I'm not going to do that on your timer, don't know what to say. This is somebody who is broke and is happy to continue to be broke because politics are more important to her than comic books, which is totally fine. Don't draw your stuff. I'm sure you'll be able to be replaced. If you look at what the independent comic book community has already done, I mean, these wackos have already been replaced. Now, Simone has come out with a much lengthier statement announcing she's no longer working with Dynamite Comics, and that apparently ended her friendship with the company's founder, Nick Barucci, a guy for daring to retweet an Indiegogo, or for doing an Indiegogo to try and save his company. The crumbling comic book industry, just trying to make some money. But they decided to do a book for somebody you didn't like. And this is what you got. By the way, we're back up to nearly 40% of my viewers who are not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please, I hope today will be the day I earn your subscription. Just click that little red button down below and give the channel a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. As all right, I promised I would talk to Dynamite. This sucks. I'd rather not. It's extremely unpleasant and draining. I didn't post much earlier because the whole thing blows. No, you could just do your job. I mean, you could just do your job and draw the comic book. You could just put the hot dog in the bun and sell it to the people that want to buy the hot dog. But you crazy people are not capable of that. It's so weird. I try to think of like a right-wing equivalent of this. I suppose it might be if like somebody was extremely pro-life and they quit their job because the owner of the comic book company was pro-choice or something like that. I mean, who cares? Live your life according to your own moral code. Don't project it on other people. Live and let live. You make the decisions you want. You can't force others. It's such a clear path to unhappiness to react this way to things. And really, none of you will be missed. None of you will be missed. And, I'm shocked that Neil Adams is still employed by DC. This is some pretty heinous stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to slap like on it. We'll talk to you again real soon.